Good morning, good morning. It's a chilly Wednesday morning just after 8 AM in mid-May. I've got my gloves on. I'm hoping to dodge the rain. And I'm hoping for 45 minutes today at a sensible pace. Last week's video was about the first 100 days since my stent. But just like the cars that are coming past me, they've got a rear view mirror and they've got a windscreen. And it's much more important to look forwards to the windscreen than it is to glance backwards to the rear view mirror, because that's where the future is. So this next video is going to be about the next 100 days. So 100 to 200 days. That takes me for the month of May, June and July, and just into that first week of August. And that first week of August contains a milestone for me, a big run, and I'll tell you much more about that in a minute. But it depends on a couple of things, most notably what the physios and the rehab team tell me I can do. And the first part of that is another blood test to see where everything is, followed by a meeting with the vascular risk team, which is a nurse-led clinic. I've got a telephone appointment with them next week where we'll discuss the results of the blood tests and what that means. Getting that blood test was harder than it should have been. I ended up in a bus station car park having the blood taken with my arm out the window. This is the story of how that happened. So going for a blood test, you've got three choices. You either book an appointment with your GP and pop down and see them. Now that's what I wanted to do, but they didn't have an appointment for 2 weeks, which is crazy because the hospital appointment was just 10 days away. So the second option was to go up to the hospital, which is a big hospital. It takes quite a long time to travel there. The beauty of the hospital is that you can book an appointment with the outpatient phlebotomy and get your bloods done there, so you know what time it's going to be taken. The problem comes that it's a difficult hospital to get to because of traffic, so you have to allow probably an extra half hour or more to make sure you can get parked and get in, otherwise you miss your slot. And the typical outpatient parking appointment time is £5.60, £5.80, something like that, so it's an expensive option. So the third option is to go to the drive-through, and this is in a local park and ride, unfortunately 20 miles away, but it opens at 9:30 and it's first come first served. So I thought, as I'm always up at a sensible time in the morning, I'm usually up 6 latest these days, so I drive up there, get in the queue nice and early and get seen. And that's what I did. So I braved the early morning traffic, few interesting sights as we went through the commuting traffic, arrived at the park and ride, found my way through, and I was about 7th in the queue, I think. So I then waited for only just over half an hour. The lovely phlebotomists who worked there, they'd arrived early, so they started early, and the actual appointment to have the blood done was absolutely smooth as you like. Less than 5 minutes from start to finish. Hiya.
All right, lovely. Are you all right to go on out the window?
Yeah, fine.
Right, perfect. Thank you. I'm going to apologise now because my hands are cold.
Oh, bless you. Cold now.
They haven't warmed up yet.
Does it ever warm up in here for you?
Yeah. So got to wait for the blood to start pumping properly, and then my hands will warm up a bit.
I know the feeling.
Right, you ready?
Yeah. You're just saying you do over 200 a day?
We did just over 200 yesterday, yeah.
That's amazing.
It was quite a busy day yesterday. People just kept coming. We were just like, where is everybody coming from?
Well, I rang my GP and the best they could do was an appointment in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, that's why we tend to get so busy up here, because that and the fact obviously trying to go to the hospital is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Are you alright with tape?
Yeah, sure.
So this is just an easier option, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
Ta-da. And there we go, all done. And then I drove home, so the whole thing did take me 2.5 hours, but that's the same amount of time as it would have taken to go to the hospital, but it cost me nothing except for the diesel, and the job was done, and then I had the rest of the morning to sort myself. So a successful time. I just need now to wait for the results to see how well I am. So the run in August is a trail run and a long one. But the problem is, up till now, I haven't been running on trails, have I? The running has all been mostly flat and on tarmac pavements and hard packed surfaces. And that needs to change if my ambitions are to be realised. So as long as the physios give me clearance, I need to start working on trail running, because you tend to lift your legs higher on rough terrain, and I need to work on undulating trails, because my run in August has got 1 or 2 wee hills in it. 17 miles, 25 kilometres, 1,000 metres of elevation in the Ochil Hills in Scotland, starting in the grounds of Stirling University, where my uncle Ian was Professor of French for 30 years. Running through the village of Bridge of Allen, where my uncle and aunt and my cousins lived for about 30 years, and my cousins grew up and have very fond memories. I visited there a few times, but I haven't been back since I was about 14, so that needs doing. We then circle up through a village called Dunblane, which is where the great tennis player Andy Murray and his brother and their mum live, and we might see the gold postbox that was put up for his gold medal at the 2012 Olympics. And we then circle away into the Ochil Hills, which my auntie used to look at out of her window and would frequently go for walks there. Well, that's what I'd like to do, but it's only a reality if I can train adequately for it. Cut off is 3.5 hours, which means I can run walk it. Might be a bit hard to actually walk it in 3.5 hours, so they will need to be running. But to get there, as I say, I need to do hill work, I need to do trail work, I need to do hiking, and I probably need to do practicing with poles, and I certainly need to do some strength work, not least some upper body. Indeed, what little condition it ever had seems to have lost all of that since January, so quite a lot to do. But how I do that and whether I'm able to do that completely depends on what the physios tell me over the next couple of weeks. It's all exciting stuff, isn't it? A few of you have asked me if I actually work or whether I'm retired and the supermarket job is just like pin money. No, I'm not retired, I can't afford to do that. Effectively, I have 2 part-time jobs. I do at least 2 shifts a week at the supermarket, and I'm an outreach tutor for school-age kids who are struggling to get back into mainstream schooling. Morning fella, you alright? Yeah, good. And that means I have my mornings free, which means I can do this kind of thing. But it also means I don't earn very much. But I like both my jobs. They're both rewarding in different ways. So I'm not complaining. Always look on the bright side of life. Here we go. 43 minutes, just over 4 miles. So that little bit farther than before. Average pace 10:27 a mile. Can't work that out. kilometres, but that's good. But the average heart rate was 144, so that was much more of a tempo run than anything else. It'll do for me. So that's the plan, that's the run. This Friday I've got my meeting with the physio, as I said, and I'll know what I can do. So the next video I'm going to talk about my plan, my training plan that I'm going to put together, which obviously needs to be tweaked on whatever the physio says, but that's what we'll do next time. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like or a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you really soon out on the trails. Enjoy your running and take care. Till then, ta-da.